Hey everybody, it's your boy the Tatumeister here with a Shazam movie review. Yeah, Shazam, Fury of the Gods. Before I get started though, I do have a couple things to say. I do have more videos coming. I'm also going to review John Wick 4, John Wick Chapter 4 later this month. I will be including a tribute to the Lance Reddick man, Mr. Lance Reddick, who plays Charon in that series. I'm very distraught about that, but I have other things planned too. I plan to review the rest of the DCU films as well as this one because I reviewed most of these DCU universe movies, so I feel I have obligated to finish it because the series is going to end soon with Aquaman 2. Like the only movies left after this are The Flash, Blue Beetle. Yeah, I said it right. Blue Beetle. Did I say it right? Blue Beetle. It's a tongue twister. Blue Beetle, and Aquaman 2, The Lost Kingdom. So those are the only three movies left after this one. I reviewed every single movie since Birds of Prey, I think. Did I do any ones before Birds of Prey? Yeah, Shazam was the first. Well, that's another reason I want to review this, because Shazam was the very first DCU film I reviewed. You can click that review in the link below. I'll include it. But yeah, I did review Shazam 1 on this channel. That's another reason why I want to review this. But yeah, I reviewed every single DCU film since Shazam, so I feel obligated to finish what I started. I mean, I have to finish the last three. You know, I reviewed Black Adam too. I mean, why the fuck not? I mean, I did go see it, and I saw it with my friends Jake and Brian, and you know what? Alright, I'll get on to the actual video. I'm structuring the videos a little different now, the movie reviews. There'll be the non-spoiler part, the spoiler part, and the conclusion. I'll divide the reviews into chapters now. So, this is chapter 1, the basics, the non-spoiler stuff. So, I think that's all I had to say in the intro. Yeah, so basically, yeah, I'm going to review John Wick 4. I trimmed my beard. I am going to do all the rest of the DCU films as videos. And feature people. I'm going to be featuring more people on the channel for movie reviews and videos and stuff like that. I have more things planned for the channel, guys. I'm not done with the channel yet. So, I am planning to make a movie as well on Brian's channel. I will reveal more information on that. I will still be doing the podcast, hopefully. I'm going to be doing more podcasts, too. I have a lot of things planned. But anyway, let's get on to the actual review. Shazam, Fury of the Gods. So, now that I've got that all out of the way, let's actually talk about the movie. So, yeah, I really enjoyed Shazam, Fury of the Gods. It's kind of an understatement. Now, is this better or worse than the first movie? I mean, I don't know. I mean, they're about the same. Listen, if you really love Shazam 1, you're gonna love Shazam 2. It's essentially the same movie, just amped up. I mean, I'll say this about the movie: the villains are better. I like Dr. Silva and whatever. I like the bald guy, Mark Strong's Dr. Silva in the first movie, but he fails in comparison to these villains. I mean, I won't say much about the three villains in this movie, but yeah, I mean, they made more of an impact. Calypso especially. Like, I feel like the villains in this movie actually had impact. They really felt menacing. They felt threatening. They had an aura about them. They really put the heroes on their toes. And yeah, that's something I really liked, you know? Unlike Dr. Silva, which I never felt with Dr. Silva. I was like, oh my god, they're going to fucking lose. Like, no, I didn't really feel that with him. I mean, I knew as soon as, they turned into the... Yeah, I don't know. It was a still great movie, but I never felt that with him. Like, he was a genuine threat. Now, these people, you feel like they're a genuine threat. Like, yeah, they're really freaking intimidating. And, I mean, he even says that in the movie, Zachary Levi. By the way, let's get into Zachary Levi. I mean, bro, this dude is Shazam. No offense to the person that plays, the kid and Billy Baxton in it. What's his name? Yeah, Asher Angel is the guy that plays Kid Billy Baxton. I'm 99% sure that is who it is. And, yeah, he does a good job as Kid Billy Baxton. But, bro, we're all seeing the movie for Zachary Levi. I mean, bruh. Let's be honest. I mean, yeah, we're seeing it for fucking for seeing it for Zachary. Zachary Levi is literally Shazam. Like, I think James Gunn and the team knows they can't replace him, just like they can't replace. Just because they can't replace Margot Robbie. So there's some actors that I feel like James Gunn and the team aren't gonna be able to replace. I feel like Black Adam and Shazam are just gonna be the same people. Like, I don't see them getting replaced. So, same with Blue Beetle, obviously. Like, why would they cast Zolo as Blue Beetle if he's not going to be Blue Beetle? Like, I feel like, that's just stupid. Like, bruh. Anyway. But, so, what else do I have to say about the movie? Well, again, comedy-wise, it's really fucking funny. I mean, both the Shazam movies, I think, are the funniest movies of the DCU, comedy-wise. Like, they're freaking hilarious. Like, I feel like you can get a kick just out of the comedy alone. Like, the comedy really is freaking great. David Sandberg is so fucking good at comedy. And he's just a joy. this is all the non-spoiler stuff. I'm going to get into spoiler stuff in a bit. There's a lot of excellent scenes in this movie, guys. I mean, I do want to mention something real quick. This, one of the writers of this movie actually wrote Fast and Furious movies, so it makes sense why they included that Fast and Furious joke in there. Now I understand. For truly, I mean, like I said, there's parts, like, if I got to give criticism, it's just certain parts of the story I wish were written better and done a little better. I feel like the story doesn't really, I don't feel the story's as good as the first one. While it's directed better, it has more energy than the first one, and it has, a lot of great jokes. I don't know. I think story-wise, the first one might be better. Because I think the story of the first one's structured better, while this one's just more, fast-paced, more energetic, more I feel David Sandberg got more confident with his direction in the sequel. Because then, at that point now, well, people like my shit, so I'll just go what the fuck I want to do with this, and he had a great time. You could feel the passion and energy, but I do feel the structure and the writing might not be as good. Take that as you will, but I enjoyed the movie more than the first one a little bit. Again, they're pretty interchangeable. If you can make a case for either Shazam 1 or 2 being your favorite. Now, me personally, I probably like 2 a little more. I'll get into why later. There's one scene in this that I'm going to talk about in the spoiler category. But yeah, I mean, there's just, like I said, the main positives are the villains. The villains are better than the first one. The energy, it's directed better than the first one. And 3, Zachary Levi, of course, kills it as freaking Shazam. Once again, the dude carries the movie, and he's a joy to watch. Every scene he fights in, every scene he says something, it's just, he's basically Deadpool with powers. Essentially, yeah, he's freaking a fucking joy to watch. I love Shazam, and I love Zachary Levi's performance. Now, the cons are, yeah, the story structure's a bit weird. Some story elements may not work for you. And, yeah, it's just a little bit too ridiculous. I guess that's a negative, too ridiculous. It's a little bit too wacky. Maybe you might not like that if you like the grounded, down-to-earth stuff that the first movie offered. You're not going to get a lot of that here. There's still a lot of great, down-to-earth elements. There's still a lot of emotional moments with the family. There's still lots. It's not as action-packed as the trailers will make you think the movie is. Yeah, there's still a lot of freaking great family moments. But if you're expecting a simple, nice, superhero film, this is a lot more grand than the first movie. I mean, as far as scope goes, it's a lot more happening. And I know that's, that might turn some people off. But for me, I really enjoyed it. I had a great time with the action and the fun and all that jazz. They had a lot more fun with this one. And it really shows. But, alright. I think that's all I got to say about non-spoiler. The movie's really great. I'll say that so far. It's, a treat, and again, if you love the first movie, you'll love this one. That's all I got to say for non-spoilers. So, now we move on to the spoilers part. Again, this is the spoiler part of the video. If you want to skip to the conclusion, where I give the rating and my overall thoughts, I'll put a timestamp right here. But this is the spoiler part, guys. If you don't want to get spoiled, please skip to the end. I don't want to spoil you. Last warning. Okay, here we go. So, now, if you have been following along, if you have been watching the TV spots, okay, what should I talk about first as far as spoilers go? Alright, well, I'll say about one of my biggest negatives of the movie, and that's Shazam's death. Now, this is the thing, I mean, now it leads to some part which was just the best scene in the movie, but I feel like with Shazam's death, they didn't do that part as good as they should have. There's a part where he sacrifices himself and he saves the day and he, I have to do this, guys. Has a really emotional moment with the family. I have to do this. I have to be the hero. And it's really cool and sweet. But I didn't get sad when he died because I'm like, bro, they're not going to kill fucking Shazam. Same with Superman and Batman Superman. I knew Superman wasn't dead either. Bro, these are fucking Shazam and Superman. You really expect me to believe they're fucking dead? I don't know, bro. It's the same thing. I mean, sorry, bro. These movies aren't that good. The DCU movies aren't good at fucking deaths. They're not like the MCU, bro. They're just not. I know they're not dead, but that was one of my biggest criticisms with this first movie. Was the second movie, sorry, with Fury of the Gods. I just feel like Shazam's death wasn't handled right. They should have made it less depressing, less dramatic, and just made it so where it was more hopeful and just he's doing the right thing. I just feel that part in general could have been handled better. So. Now that you made it this far in the video, you're at the spoiler part. I already talked about that. So, after Shazam's death. Okay, before I talk about this part, before I talk about the best scene in the movie, I just want to talk about the unicorns. Now, the unicorns, I mean, that was a joy to watch. I mean, the unicorns was just, wow, like, awesome. Fuck. I mean, I'm a big unicorn fan. It was nice to see unicorns in this movie. Like, wow, that was just really fun. And the way that the girl throws the rainbow Skittles at him, that was just fucking hilarious. And the unicorns just kicked ass. It was great. We need more unicorns in movies. Anyway, so I think that's all I can say without. All right. I know what you want me to talk about. So, okay. So, after Shazam dies, well, quote, dies, because we know he didn't die. So, they're at his grave, and, and they're like, oh my god, what do we do? This is so depressing. And then the wizard's like, well, there's nothing we can do. He's holding the staff. He's like, there's nothing we can do. Only a god can put electricity back into the staff and bring Dilly back to life. And there's nothing we can do. And then someone walks in. And who is it? And she's like, this is what she says. There is one. It's Wonder Woman, baby. She grabs the staff. When I tell you I cheered as loud when the music came on, when Gal Gadot Wonder Woman walked into the fucking movie, my dick got hard. I was jumping up and down like a maniac. My friend saw me. I was like, yes! Oh my god. I'm sorry. When that scene made the movie for me. Like, that scene alone made the movie better than the first one. Like, oh my god. Like, god, like, that was just perfect. If that's Gal Gadot's last scene in DC movies of all time, if that's her last performance of Wonder Woman, they gave her a wonderful send-off, because that was epic. That scene alone was better than anything in Wonder Woman 1984. I mean, that's how good they did her character really good in that, bro. Like, they gave her justice. They used her character brilliantly for the scene and the story. They didn't have her overshadow Shazam, and it was just wonderful. It was the most fan servicey, most beautiful thing I've seen in a long time. That was on par with the Henry Cavill scene in Black Adam. I mean, for me, because a Wonder Woman fan, as a Gal Gadot fan, it just, oh god, it was just so great. Like, bro, it was everything. I know people were rumoring. I know there was TV spots. I knew that she was probably going to show up in the movie. But I'm one of those people that has to see and believe it. It's like with Spider-Man: No Way Home. I know people kept saying Tobey and Andrew were going to be in the movie, but actually seeing them in it. And same with Henry Cavill and Black Adam, and same with Wonder Woman. Like, God, actually seeing her walk in was just the most epic shit in a long time. It's just beautiful. My only comment with that is I wish she was in the movie more, but who really fucking cares? The fact she's in the movie at all is just, wow. I mean, God, the music and she's just like, come back to life, Billy. It's just like, boost. It's like, basically she was rewarding Shazam for doing the heroic thing. I mean, it made sense for the story, She didn't just come at it like that. It wasn't just fan service for fan service. They did it because she's like a demigod, and she proved she's basically the leader, and she gave Shazam back to life because he proved himself as a true hero, as a true god. And it's just really a great story, a great movie. I mean, wow. That scene really just, man. I'm going to rewatch that scene multiple times. I'm going to miss Gal Gadot if she's not going to play Wonder Woman anymore, truly. What a send-off to her character if that's the end, though. I mean, truly. I'm really excited to see Ben Affleck's Batman and The Flash, see how they send off his character. But, yeah, I mean, what a send-off for Wonder Woman, though. Like, freaking great. Honestly, fucking perfect. Wow. Anyway, so now that I've talked about I think that's all the spoiler shit I've got to talk about. The rest of the movie doesn't really have super epic moments like that, but yeah, that was the main thing, so yeah. Anyway, so now let's talk about, we're done with the spoilers. We're in the conclusion part now. So, overall, guys, Shazam Fury of the Gods is a pretty damn great time. If you're in for something really funny, really energetic, Really got some cool action sequences, got some heart. And Shazam Fury of the Gods is right up your alley. If you love the first movie, you'll love this one. I'll give it an 8.6. I'd give the first movie around that too. It's like 8.5, 8.6. Yeah, it's around that. We'll say 8.6. Fuck it. 8.6. There's just so many damn scenes in this movie that are just awesome to watch. Truly. Just a joy. just fun. Just awesome. I'll rewatch it more. I'm going to rewatch the first one again. I'll watch this third one if they make it. I'll definitely watch the third one. They set up something at the after credit scene. Well, they already, I mean, it's basically a table of what was the other after credit scene for the first movie. But yeah, I'm assuming 3 is going to come out because they have other things they want to do. So yeah. I mean, they'll probably do Shazam 3 similar to how they're doing Deadpool 3. They'll include it in the DCU. But it'll be, yeah, it'll be in the James Gunn universe, but it'll be, basically a soft reboot, essentially. I'm assuming that's how they'll do it. But yeah, same with Deadpool 3. Anyway, guys, that's all I really got to say about Shazam Fury of the Gods. I'm glad you watched me rant about this movie the whole way through. I had a great time watching it. I had a great time reviewing it. And I'm going to review The Flash, Blue Beetle, and Aquaman. I'm going to finish this series. I'm also going to review Man of Steel for June 14th with a special guest. I'm going to try to get some big YouTuber to help me to guest star on the Man of Steel one for the 10-year anniversary. I'm also going to be Batman vs Superman and Justice League and Wonder Woman 1, which is weird. I've never reviewed Wonder Woman 1 on the channel, which is just insane. I don't know how the fuck I never reviewed that, but I am going to review it. I might re-review. I honestly might re-review some of the DCU films too. Maybe. Probably not. I am gonna review the rest of the movies I didn't review in the series, and then I'm gonna review obviously Aquaman, Blue Beetle, and Flash. Now, what's interesting about the Flash is, I mean, most people that have seen the Flash have claimed it's the best DCU film, which is just kind of fucking insane. I don't know how that's possible considering the Suicide Squad and Wonder Woman exist, but whatever. I mean, we'll see. I mean, it's Andy Muschietti. It's probably awesome. Okay, guys. So that's all I gotta say. Meister.